A very good afternoon. Ooh, we're back to back, are we? Let's turn that off. That's better. A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Lovely to see you, and lots of lovely people online at the moment. 20 people and 12 likes. Fantastic. Thank you for all that encouragement, Kit Kat. Everybody, if you could please hit the thumbs up, that would be greatly appreciated. I'm just going to do my usual sound checks and just check everything's working, but thanks for being here today. Hope you're having a nice day. Weather here in Bristol is rather nice. The clouds are just rolling in, but we've had a lovely morning of sunshine, and temperature's not too bad. So enjoying it while it lasts. There's even a couple of butterflies flying around out in the park, and yeah, hopefully it'll all be well. Hope all is well with you. How's everybody? Hello, Eileen. Hello, Anna, and Albert. Great stuff. Hello, Jill. Lovely to see you. And Pam, good afternoon. Kit Kat, let's raise a glass to Ben and thanks as we hurtle towards another lockdown. Thank you, Kit Kat, and cheers, everybody. Obviously, I'd rather not go back into lockdown, but if that's the case, well, here we are. We'll be singing, and got lots of lovely music still to share with you. It's the lovely thing about working in my particular area of specialty. Is there are literally tens of thousands of pieces of choral music out there, and a lot of them, most of them, are out of copyright, so lots to enjoy. How's everybody then? So Kit Kat is reminding you, so if you would like to have your name, your photograph in the wonderful, let me get it here, in the Quarantine Choir book, wonderful document that this is. This will be an e-book, okay, a PDF version. If you want to have your name and your photograph and anything else involved, please send it to Kit Kat. Kit Kat, would you mind if it's all right, put your email address in the comments? But if you can't find those folks, if you're not able to see the comments, then send me an email, ben@homechoir.uk, or you can still use qchoir@homechoir.uk, and I will get your details to Kit Kat. All right, thank you, KK, for doing that. Hello, Sue. You've had to mow the lawn and finish planting containers. Oh no, but the weather was wet. Okay, hopefully it'll clear up for you a bit later on. Hello, Albert. Lovely to see you. You were disappointed because you thought we were going on with Jesu meine Freude. We will go on with Jesu meine Freude, but I want to break it up into bits, so we'll do a bit here, a bit there, and it will eventually go back together. And just to give people some variety. So this week, a bit of Gilbert and Sullivan. I don't think you can get much more varied than going from Bach to Sullivan in the space of a week. Next week, the plan is, well, as many of you have voted for on the Patreon, we're going to have a look at something really very, very different, The Silver Swan by Orlando Gibbons. And then we will be having a look at some Rachmaninoff and all sorts of lovely music, and of course, Jesu meine Freude and the Haydn, the Mass we've started. So lots of music still to come, and some really exciting stuff to share with you today, including a project which we'll be launching next week, which is something I'm going to ask your help with. So I'll tell you all about that in a minute. But in the meantime, I was doing some sound checks. So piano was working. Can I check I can hear myself right on here? Blah, 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 blah. Good. Let's just check the Gilbert and Sullivan. Let's check the orchestra's ready. That sounded like a chord with a th. So do we have that? So piano was working. Can I check I can hear myself? Check I can hear myself. Blah, 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 blah. Good. Yeah. Let's just check the Gilbert and Sullivan. Let's check the orchestra's ready. Good. Everything's working. How marvellous. Hello, Michael. Good to see you. So, yes, you've resolved your internet issues. That's great. Hello, Carolyn. Thank you very much indeed. That's very nice of you to say. All sounds gorgeous. We do our best. So, how is everybody? Are you having a good day? Hello, Chris. Good to see you. Fabulous. Sounds great. Wonderful. Well, we've got some really lovely music today, as I'll explain officially at 2 o'clock, but the original plan was to do Sullivan's The Long Day Closes, and in fact, I've recorded it, I've prepared it, and it was all ready to go. And then Sunday's Sacred Sing, which was, well, I mean, the music for it, I have to say, I was very pleased with it. Lovely, lovely music. But it was a bit of a downer, ladies and gentlemen. If Gina's here, Gina, I'm sorry that you got a bit upset, and I think a few people did. I I do think it's important that we connect with what's going on out of the world, and we do that through music. And sometimes it is important that we play and sing these songs that bring these emotions out. But I did feel particularly down on Sunday, having brought everybody down. So I'm sorry about that. If you went about on Sunday going really depressed because of going home. So I looked at the schedule for this week and I saw the long day closes, and it's so beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But it's all about death. It really is. Go to thy dreamless bed, where dreams reposes. Thy book of toil is read. The long day closes. And it is, as I say, it is sublime, but the Victorians had this fascination with death. And I just thought, I really don't want to do this song this week. I want to do something cheery and about love. So I've decided to swap out, and this is one of the advantages for being being in charge of the choir and choosing the music, is I get to say, do you know what, we're not doing that this week after all, we're going to do this instead. So we're going to look this week at a gorgeous piece from Gilbert and Sullivan's operetta called Iolanthe, and the piece is called Though Perhaps I May Incur Your Blame, and it's a quartet. It's one of the loveliest bits of four-part writing in the entire canon, really, that Sullivan put out with Gilbert. And it's all about friendship, and it's all about love. And I thought, let's sing that instead. All right. Gina said, I think the weather was depressing on Sunday. That didn't help. That's how it was. It was really depressing. I was like, going home, going home. I am going home. I thought, right, okay. Let's do something cheery. So this week's Sacred Sing is a bit more cheerful. Thank you, Kit Kat. Well, you're saying, so we are in a time which needs to be thought about. I really do appreciate that, everybody, and thank you for your understanding. And yeah, we do think about it, and we will think about it, and we will sing it. But from time to time, let's do something cheery. Kit Kat has suggested Zadok. You are quite right. Zadok is on the list. We're building up to that. But I've got something, I'll tell you about it in about 5 minutes' time. A project that I want to involve you folks in. And it's the first time we've done something like this. It's not the first time it's been done. It's not the first time it's been done by me. But this is the first time this channel will have done this particular project. And some of you will already have an idea what I'm going to ask you to do. So I'll tell you in about 4.5 minutes. So how's everybody? Glennis is not quite ready to put my clogs yet. I'm very glad to hear that. Sue says, apparently there's overuse of money, business, internet, so it keeps going down. Oh, okay. Oh dear, there's lots of bankers using up all our internet. If only they paid their taxes and their internet bills. Michael's asking, what page is it on? Okay, so if you've got your Iolanthe score, in the score I've sent you, I believe it's 146. Page 146. I will have the score up on screen. It's going to be very tiny, so if you want to follow along, and you will need to, please do go and get your scores for today. I think I said in the... I will just check over here. I thought I'd put a page number. Let's have a look. Let's bring up that. 147, my apologies. Page 147 to 150. It's on in the comments. As you open it up, you'll see the free score link. And then below that, it says pages 147 to 150. Please don't print it if you can help it. Just have it open on a device and have fun. Yes, Glennis, I said bankers. Merchant bankers. Hello, Chris. So Chris saying, lovely sunny morning here in Nailsea. Went for a walk before lunch. Oh, fantastic. And I hope everyone who has a Zoom this afternoon with Kit Kat has a lovely time. Hello, Charlotte. Your class has been cancelled. Oh, marvellous. Well, I hope that's all right from your point of view. It's lovely to have you here. Hello, Shona. You thought you might get the electrics off. Goodness me. You've got your score ready, Glennis. Wonderful. Fabulous. Well, we're going to be getting started very, very shortly. Hello, Leslie. Oh, thank you so much. Good morning from Chicago. Home of the White Sox on day 1 of playoffs. Well, good luck to the White Sox. Fantastic. And yeah, all of you in the States. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff going on over there and over here. Just it's lovely to see you here. Thank you for being with us. We're going to be watching the circus this evening. It's all fun. Pam says page 143 is the start of the quartet. Okay, it's the quartet called Though Perhaps I May Incur Your Blame. Some people are saying 147, some are saying 143. Oh dear. This is always the way. There's never yet been a choir rehearsal where the conductor said, turn to the piece, please. Everyone just does it. There's always, where are we? What are we doing? Where is it? Let me just find it for you in the score. So, well, my score, it's page 147, but depending on how you've arranged your readers, it might be something different. You want the quartet that starts with the character called Tolola, Lord Tolola, and it's great fun. Your son's a tax lawyer. No, I have nothing against lawyers. Nothing against lawyers or bankers or anyone who makes money. Just as long as they share their internet, I don't mind. It seems that the internet is being taken up by people frantically trying to buy and sell money. Fabulous. Number 19, you've got page 143, Carolyn. Okay, as long as it's number 19, which is Though Perhaps I May Incur Your Blame. 147 with title pages, says Albert. Okay, as long as everyone is on the same sheet, I don't mind. We're going to get started in a minute, folks. So please make sure you've got your drinks ready and the phone on silent, he said, just making sure his phone was on silent. Good. No urgent messages. Lots of tweets. Fabulous. So, I think we'll get started, folks. Great. Okay. A very, very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Classics and Trad. Great to see you all, and welcome to another great week on Home Choir. Lots to talk about today and this week, and we've got some great music. We're going to begin with a piece of music by Sir Arthur Sullivan. Now, I advertised this on Sunday as being his gorgeous piece, The Long Day Closes. And as I've just been explaining to those who are here a little bit early, I've decided to change that today, folks. I've decided to go for something a little bit more upbeat after a very, very emotional Sacred Sing on Sunday. So we're going to sing a little scene from an opera. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the first time we've done that. We've sung an opera chorus, but this point everybody gets a little line. So we have a soprano, altos. We're going to trouser your role. So you're going to be singing the role of Lord Tolola, altos. Then the tenors are going to be singing Lord Mount Ararat, and the basses will be singing along with the Sentry. It's a really lovely piece. It's not very long, and it's just all about friendship and love, and really everything that we're all about here on this channel. But before we get to that, let me just bring you up to date with what's going on this week. So I'm going to do my I'm going to fade out. Here we go. There we go. So after today, obviously we have our deep dive, and I'm really delighted with all the feedback and the response to deep dive. I'm glad people are enjoying it. I appreciate it can be tricky, but stick with it. Ask me questions. You can send me questions in advance, and if I can answer them, I will. If I can't, I'll find some way of getting the information to you. So this week we'll be diving into the addition of extra notes in chords. So we've been talking over the last few weeks about what is a pitch and how do you turn that into a chord, and the difference between major and minor chords, and starting to look at how chords are used. And this week we're going to see what happens when you add a fourth note to a chord, like a sixth or a seventh or a minor seventh, and what that does. And there's a lot of that in the music that we're studying today, or singing today, I should say. So fun tomorrow, looking, as I say, at these chords and these interesting extra notes that give you that extra colour, I suppose, in harmony. And then Friday, as promised, we have our first folk sing of the new home choir. We've done lots of gospel sings and music hall songs and classics, but we haven't had a good old folk sing. So do join me on Friday at 2 o'clock. And if you can wear an item of national costume, let me share a few that I've been sent so far. So here we have photos. There's Julie wearing the national outfit of Canada, as you can see. We've also got Gina. Now, Gina is one of the Morris dancers here. She won't tell me which one she is. I think I know who Gina is. But there is Gina doing some Morris dancing, and there is Sheila over there also doing some Morris dancing. Now, if any of you want to send me a photograph of you in national costume, please do. ben@homechoir.uk, and I'd love to share that with you. But if you want to just come along on Friday, just wear an item, just a single item, okay? It doesn't matter. You don't have to go the full Pearly King if you're in London. You don't have to, to fully dress up. But something would be really good. Because we're going to have lots of fun on Friday. We're going to sing the lovely Eriskay Love Lilt, Song for the Myra, and learn the great American song Little Isa Jane, amongst others. So do join us on Friday if you can for the first Folk Friday of Home Choir. And then on Sunday, well, the Sacred Sing this week, as I've already said, is going to be friendship themed and about building bridges, which is why the graphic here is of a bridge, and not just any bridge. This is the Clifton Suspension Bridge here in Bristol. I drove over it yesterday. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful, wonderful construction by Isambard Kingdom Brunel. So we'll sing Building Bridges, Bird's wonderful Non Nobis Domine, though perhaps I may incur your blame, which we're singing today. And it's not a sacred piece per se, but the theme of it, I think, is entirely appropriate for Sunday. We'll then sing Steal Away and When I Lay My Burden Down. And the teaching videos for everything except the piece we're learning today, they've all launched this morning. And I just want to say huge thanks to my wonderful wife, Anna, who has been helping me make these videos now and create all these teaching resources. So thanks to her hard work this morning, you have a whole load of new teaching videos to go and enjoy if you don't know any of these pieces. Now, folks, nearly done, nearly ready to start singing today, but first I want to say a huge thank you to those of you who have joined the Patreon. In a week we've got 30 patrons, which is absolutely fantastic, and I'm really, really grateful to those of you that have been able to join. It's entirely optional, you don't have to do this, but it really helps us and supports the channel. So if you're interested in paying a small amount each month to help us, please go and have a look at patreon.com/homechoir. And just huge thanks to those of you that have already signed up. It's really exciting, and can't wait to send you more messages and to involve you more in the channel. And speaking of involving you in the channel, just one more thing before we sing. We've been singing together now for over 6 months. And we've had a number of participatory events in the form of people sending me recordings of them playing instruments. And we had a couple of recordings right back at the start when we sang My Lag and Love. But we've not had an opportunity for you to record yourselves and send them to me and to create a home choir performance yet. And I want to change that. You deserve to have your voices heard, and I want to hear you. The choir of me is fine. So next week, on Tuesday, there will be a conducting video dropping, and we're going to have our first choral recording. We're going to sing Mozart's Ave Verum Corpus, because this is the piece that launched a lot of home choir and in fact the self-isolation choir. So what we'll do, I will release a conducting video with the recording that I've already done, that we already know, of Mozart's Ave Verum. I will ask you, if you wouldn't mind, to sing and record, and you can do this on video or audio. If you do it on video, you'll be part of a mosaic video of your part of Mozart's Ave Verum. So the whole piece lasts about 3 minutes. You'll then have 2 weeks to film and send that in. I'll have all the details next week. I'll then edit and mix that together, and then we will have your own version of Ave Verum Corpus, home choir's first proper choral piece. And then on the Sacred Sing on Sunday, I'll say, now sing along with yourselves rather than the choir of me. And assuming this all goes well, and I see no reason why it shouldn't, this I hope will be the start of a series of recordings, including Zadok and including Jesu Joy of Man's Desiring, and ultimately things like the Haydn and Jesu meine Freude. Okay, so that will be next week. More details to follow about that, but we will be starting to produce recordings here on Home Choir, and I'm really excited. So everybody, thank you for your patience. I know it's been a lot of chat, but today we are looking at some wonderful Gilbert and Sullivan. And let me just very quickly set the scene for you here. I don't know how many of you are familiar with GNS. I worked with a colleague once, an amazing singer and choral director, and I said to her once, I was conducting the Bristol Gilbert and Sullivan Society. I said, do you want to come along and hear it? And she just said, I'd rather eat my own feet. So it's very much as here in this country we say it's Marmite, which is a delicacy. You either love it or you hate it. I love it, and I want to encourage as many people as possible to enjoy Gilbert and Sullivan. They were an operetta writing duet. Gilbert wrote the words, Sullivan wrote the music, and they were very, very popular and very famous in the late 19th century here in the UK. And this piece, Iolanthe, is from almost the exact middle of their output. They've been working together for a long time. They'd had quite a lot of success. And Iolanthe is very much them working at the, as I say, at the pinnacle, the height of their powers. After this, things tailed off a little bit. They came roaring back with Mikado, but Iolanthe is a really important show for a whole lot of reasons. Has some beautiful tunes, has some really cracking songs, and just a little bit of history about Iolanthe. It premiered at the Savoy Theatre in London, as you can see here, and I've got some nice images here from the designs in the first run. Now, the Savoy Theatre was the first theatre to be electrified, to actually have electric lighting. And that's the first theatre anywhere in the world. And the first show to premiere at the Savoy was Iolanthe. And so in order to highlight the fact that they had this new technology of electrified lights rather than, lime lights and so on and gas, was all the fairies. And the show is about fairies and lords. Okay, the two worlds colliding. All the fairies had tiny little lights which were connected to the electricity. I mean, the health and safety must have been awful, but all of their wings had these tiny little lights which glowed on stage, and so they were called fairy lights. And so if you've ever put up fairy lights, they're called fairy lights because they were invented for Iolanthe, which was premiered at the Savoy Theatre, which was the first theatre ever to be electrified in the world. And there you are. So what we're going to sing today is the quartet from Act 2. It is called Though Prhaps I May Incur Your Blame, and it's a really gorgeous little hymn to love and friendship. It's sung by 4 characters. I'll very quickly introduce them to you because you're going to be singing the roles. Altos, you're going to be singing the role today of Lord Tolola, okay, and he is a high tenor. I'm trousering the role. That's the expression for asking somebody of the opposing gender to take the role. So altos, you'll be pleased today, Lord Tolola. And he sings the first line. And he and Lord Mount Ararat, who is the baritone, the tenors will be singing that part today. They are best friends. And they have spent most of the show arguing because they're both in love with Phyllis, who is the third character, who's the soprano. Phyllis is, I don't want to get to tell you the whole story, it would take the entire session, but Phyllis is unlucky in love and has decided, because she can't marry the man she wants to marry, of course she does marry him in the end, she will marry either of these two lords, Tolola or Mount Ararat, and she doesn't care which. And so this song is basically Tolola and Mount Ararat deciding that because they're friends, they're not going to argue about her, they're not going to force a decision, friendship is paramount. And the last character involved is the bass. You can see him standing here. This is Private Willis, who is a sentry, standing in that full British military outfit with the big hat. And he sings as part of this as well. He's just a bystander on stage, but he comes forward to be the bass part in the quartet. And the entire piece lasts about 1.5 minutes. It's all about friendship. So that being said, what I'm going to encourage everybody to do, if you've got your scores, you can see actually the first page is all individual lines. And so we're all going to sing everything, okay? When it comes to perform it in about 20 minutes, well, then you can sing the parts you want. But to begin with, let's all sing, all right? And in fact, let's just quickly get warmed up. So let's sit up straight. If you would like to stand up, plant your feet, do the usual planting your feet to shoulders width apart, taking a couple of nice deep breaths in, rolling the shoulders around. You know the drill by now. Maybe roll them back a little bit, bring them up to your ears, and then let your shoulders fall as you breathe out. Fantastic. Tilt over to one side, and to the middle and the other side, and to the middle and forwards, please, and to the middle. Well done, everybody. Just let your head now roll around gently within those 3 movements, and we'll do a bit of gentle humming. So we'll all hum up a third and back down again with me. And again. Now ooh, ooh. Now oh, eh, and again, and ah. One more. Thank you very much. After me. Ma, ma, ma. Your turn. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you. Now tenors and sopranos only. Me, me, me. And ya, ya, ya. Thank you very much. much indeed, everybody. Okay, so let's turn our attention to this quartet. So it starts with Lord Tolola. We have a 4/4 time signature. We have 4 flats in the key signature. It's a major key. Some of you will be able to tell me in the comments, because you came to the deep dive, what key are we in if we have 4 flats. See if you remember from last week. And we start with Lord Tolola. Okay, so he sings after 3. It goes 1, 2, 3. Though perhaps I may incur your blame, the things are few I would not do in friendship's name. So it's a little sort of 3-part little line. Let's look at the first one. Let's sing that first phrase. Though perhaps I may incur your blame. After 3. 1, 2, 3. Though perhaps I may incur your blame. That's great. Do you know what? I think I'll put the I will put the score up on screen. Bear with me a moment. There we go. So though perhaps I may incur your blame. One more time, please, tenors. 1, 2, 3. Though perhaps I may incur your blame. Excellent. We then sing, the things are few I would not do. So the second half of that musically is just slightly different from the first one. So let's sing that second phrase. 1, 2, 3. The things are few I would not do. And then, in friendship's name, with me. In friendship's name. Fantastic. So this is not a bass, by the way. See Michael sing, gosh, that's high for a bass. This is the alto line, please. All right. Now, if you want to sing it an octave lower, though perhaps I may incur your blame, basses, I would go down there. Okay, let's sing the whole thing, please. Alto's taking the lead, though everybody please enjoy it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Though perhaps I may incur your blame, the things are few I would not do in friendship's name. Very, very good. Okay, so that's Lord Tolola explaining his situation. There's not much I wouldn't do in the name of friendship. And Lord Mount Ararat, who is his best friend, but is about 40 years older than him, and he's a baritone, and he sings 1, 2, 3. And I may say I think the same, not even love should rank above true friendship's name. Okay, now if you're watching and thinking, gosh, that looks high, it's in the treble clef, it's sounding an octave lower. So let's sing those first 2 phrases, please, everybody. And I may say 1, 2, 3. And I may say I think the same, not even love should rank above. And then we sing true friendship's name, with me. To friendship's name. One more time for luck. True friend and true friendship's name. So, and I may say, please, basses. Well, actually, this is tenors. If you could sing this line, please, tenors, you'd be Lord Mount Ararat for me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And I may say I think the same, not even love should rank above true friendship's name. Brilliant. Well done. Thank you so much. Now, sopranos, your line here is Phyllis. Okay. And obviously this is all derived from what's already gone before, but here we go into the minor, okay? Because Phyllis is she is pining for her love Strephon, and she can't have him at the moment, so she's going to marry one of these 2 lords, but she really doesn't want to. So she's saying, well, if you don't want me, let me go, free me. Please, be mine the blame, forget your craze, go your ways in friendship's name. She would quite like to get out of this marriage. So she sings, and in the soprano register, 1, 2, 3. Then free me, pray, be mine the blame, forget your craze and go your ways in friendship's name, in friendship's name. Okay, so you probably heard, just as I sang that through, the first 2 lines, well, musically, they're the same. Almost identically. The first note is different. So let's sing that first line, then free me. 1, 2, 3. Then free me, pray, be mine the blame. And then we start on that note, back up to the E flat, and we sing, forget your craze and go your ways. Brill. So let's sing from Then Free Me. 1, 2, 3. Then free me, pray, be mine the blame. Forget your craze and go your ways. We then start on the B flat and we rise in friendship's name. With me, in friendship's name. And then in friendship's name. With me, in friendship's name. Fantastic. Well done, everybody. So what I'd like to do, please, is to sing from the beginning to there, and we've reached at that point the harmony, and we'll break out into harmony. But everybody, let's enjoy from the beginning. So it should be ideally altos take Lord Talola's role, tenors Lord Mount Ararat, sopranos take Phyllis, but I'm going to sing everything, so feel free to sing along. Here we go. Nice deep breath. Though perhaps I may incur your blame, the things of you I would not do in friendship's name. And I may say I think the same, not even love should rank above to friendship's name. Then free me, pray, be mine the blame. Forget your craze and go your ways in friendship's name. In friendship's name. And we're now on to the heart of this wonderful piece. Oh, many a man in friendship's name has yielded fortune, rank and fame, but no one yet in the world so wide has yielded up a promised bride. So what we're going to do the soprano line for this, then the alto, then the tenor, then the bass. Okay? So sopranos, from letter B, oh, many a man. It goes 1, 2, 3. Oh, many a man in friendship's name has yielded fortune, rank and fame. All right, you can hear it's basically the same thing twice. Let's sing that together. After 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, many a man in friendship's name has yielded fortune, rank and fame. Brilliant. So the second half then goes, but no one yet in the world so wide has yielded up a promised bride. Nice, relatively simple tune. Listen to it again from But No One Yet. It goes 1, 2, 3. But no one. 1, 2, 3. This bride. Okay, so sing that with me, please, from But No One Yet, and it is Phyllis's line at the top. 1, 2, 3. But no one yet in the world so wide has yielded up a promised bride. Brill. Let's sing the whole thing from the top of the page, please, sopranos. Oh, many a man. 1, 2, 3. Oh, many a man in friendship's name has yielded fortune, rank and fame. But no one yet in the world so wide has yielded up a promised bride. Great job. Well done, Sops. Now, since we're here, I just want to teach you the last section, okay? And then sopranos, you are all done. So at the bottom of the page, you'll see this sacrifice. Now, there are a couple of entries from the tenors and the basses. You come in then, sopranos, on Phyllis's role, and it's this sacrifice. And it goes like this. So 1, 2, 3. This sacrifice to thy dear name. So let's listen to that again. Let's sing that together. This sacrifice. 1, 2, 3. This sacrifice to thy dear name. Excellent. And then it's accept this sacrifice to thy dear name. With me, accept this sacrifice to thy dear name. Fantastic. So that is Phyllis's line all the way through. Okay, now let's go back please to the top of the preceding page, to letter B, to Lord Talola's line, "Oh many a man in friendship's name." Now those of you who are altos, you might not want to sing the low E flat here. On the other hand, if you've got the note, please do. If it is too low to sing "Oh many a man," which is your first line there at the top of the page here, you might just want to sing E flat twice. "Oh many a man in friendship's name." That's absolutely fine. But the line, Lord Talola's line, which is the second line down, just here, which I'd like the altos to sing, please, goes like this. From B, it goes 1, 2, 3. "Oh many a man in friendship's name has yielded fortune, rank and fame." Let's all sing that in octaves, please. 1, 2, 3. "Oh many a man in friendship's name has yielded fortune, rank and fame." Really nice, and really enjoy leaning into those strong beats, "in friendship's name" and "rank and fame," because it's so beautiful. We then sing tenors. We go back to the E flat and we sing, not tenors, altos. We sing, "But no one yet in the world so wide has yielded up a promised bride." Okay. Let's sing that together. Altos leading from "But no one yet." 1, 2, 3. "But no one yet in the world so wide has yielded up a promised bride." Fantastic. So Lord Talola's line, please, from the top of the page. "Oh many a man." Ready, altos? 1, 2, 3. "Oh many a man in friendship's name has yielded fortune, rank and fame, but no one yet in the world so wide has yielded up a promised bride." Excellent, well done. And then at the bottom of the page, the "this sacrifice." Now you'll need to watch me for this, because there's an extended bass solo, which we'll get to in a minute, and you are the first people in, altos, after that, so you need to watch. But your line, this is particularly gorgeous. As we go from the last 2 bars on this page, we're in after 1, it's 1. "This sacrifice to thy dear name." All right, let's look at that one more time. So it's after 1, it's 1. "This sacrifice." Let's just sing that together, please. After 1 and 1. "This sacrifice." Fantastic. Once you've sung that long note, it's then just coming down the scale. "To thy dear name." Okay, now just in case, Karen's just said it's very high for alto, please sing it at my pitch. Okay, sing it, it's down an octave from what's written. Okay, it's a tenor line, so please don't sing it up. Don't sing this alto line at this sort of no, it's the octave lower. All right, so sing at my pitch. After 1, "this sacrifice," and 1, "this sacrifice to thy dear name." Okay, and then we sing, "Accept this sacrifice to thy dear name." With me, "Accept this sacrifice to thy dear name." Very nice. Well done. Fantastic. So, that is Lord Talola's line. And if we can please have a look at Lord Mountarat's line. So tenors, I'm going to ask you to sing this line. It's a baritone part, so it's going to be quite low. And because it's a bass part, effectively, there's just quite a lot of repeated notes here, basses. So top, or tenors, I should say, top of the preceding page from letter B, and note we are in the treble clef tenors, so it shouldn't be too tricky to read it. So it's like this. It's 1, 2, 3. Oh, many a man in friendship's name has yielded fortune, rank, and fame. Okay, so it is literally just that one note with the fourth leading into it. So let's sing that, please, tenors. And everyone, please feel free to sing with me. This is Lord Mount Ararat's line from B. 1, 2, 3. Oh, many a man in friendship's name has yielded fortune, rank, and fame. We then sing, but no one yet in the world so wide has yielded up a promised bride. All right. So let's sing that together, please, tenors, from But No One Yet. 1, 2, 3. But no one yet in the world so wide has yielded up a promised bride. Great. It's a really nice line, that. And then just at the bottom of the page here, after the bass solo, which we'll be looking at in just a minute, basses, you come in with the soprano line. So you're in after 3. It's 1, 2, 3. This sacrifice to thy dear name. Okay, literally just those 2 notes. This sacrifice to thy dear name. So let's sing that together, please, tenors, from This Sacrifice. So 1, 2, 3. This sacrifice to thy dear name. And then accept this sacrifice to thy dear name. With me. Accept this sacrifice to thy dear name. Fantastic. Well done. Thank you so much, tenors. And last but not least, basses. And I've just seen it's Anne Parkinson's birthday today. I had no idea. Anne, very quickly. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Anne. Happy birthday to you. Fabulous to see you. Okay, anyway, sorry everybody. Back to the fun of this lovely piece. Can we have a look at the bass line here? So the sentry, this soldier's been stood at the side of the stage throughout the entire first half. Second half rather. He sings to open the first half, second half I should say, and then he doesn't say anything until this moment. And so when he starts singing, it's a real he is awake, he is alive. So basses, we sing from B. It's oh, many a man in friendship's name. Let's sing that together. 1, 2, 3. Oh, many a man in friendship's name. Brill. We then drop down the octave. Has yielded fortune, rank, and fame. 1, 2, 3. Has yielded fortune, rank, and fame. Brilliant. And then from there, but no one yet in the world so wide has yielded up a promised bride. Very typical bass line here. Let's sing that together from But No One Yet. 1, 2, 3. But no one yet in the world so wide has yielded up a promised bride. Now, basses. Finally, we get a bit of tune here, okay? And so you get to really enjoy yourselves at this point. It's ad-lib, there is nothing going on, and the bass sings, accept our friendship, or the same. Okay, it's a proper cadenza. And so if you just look on all the same, you see all those little added extra notes? All all these little twiddles, sing with me, all right, and just enjoy yourselves. If you are at home, let all the sound out. It's a moment to be very proud of being a bass. So let me just teach this to you. It goes up and comes down. Accept our friendship. Everybody with me? Accept our friendship. And then it's all the same with me, and all the same. Great. Okay. So we then have the the altos coming in on their this. We drop down the octave basses, and so our line from this sacrifice, you don't get very long after that wonderful cadenza to get yourselves together. So we sing 1, 2. This sacrifice to thy dear name. Let's sing that together from this on the last 2 bars of the page. 1, 2. This sacrifice to thy dear name. Good. And then accept this sacrifice to thy. And then you've got an octave option. You can stay there, or you can sing dear name. So let's just sing that last line and then we're there, folks. Accept. Ready? 2, 3. Accept this sacrifice to thy dear name. And we come off very cleanly on the first beat of the next bar. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for singing that one with me and learning it. And a very happy birthday to Anne and everyone whose birthday it is. Of course, if it is your birthday, please let me know. I'd love to sing happy birthday to you as we're warming up. I'd love to sing this all the way through, folks. I think we have time. If you don't mind, let's sing it a couple of times. The first time just to get a sense of how it goes, and second time to enjoy it. And this will be on the Sacred Sing. And I know it's not a sacred piece, but, I've always said the Sacred Sing is about singing pieces on a Sunday morning that make us think. And this one really makes me think, because it is all about friendship. And what I love seeing is in the comments, I love the fact that Kit Kat's just had a whole load of birthday cards, and that there's these friendships now all over the world thanks to the joy of music and this channel. So, friends, let's enjoy this one, okay? Now, when I recorded this earlier on, I had a bit of fun. So each character has their own voice. Lord Mounteratt, I did a bit of this, and I may say I think the same, and so on. And Phyllis, well, I made her suitably young. She's only supposed to be about, I think, 17 in the show. All right, so then we me pray be mine the blame. So if you want to act a little bit and enjoy yourselves, well then do. So let's have some fun. Oh, and also one more thing. When I recorded the soprano line, I've added a little bit of an octave above, so you might hear a little bit of soprano, but it is all me. Right, enough chatter. Here we go. Though perhaps I may incur your blame, that things are few I would not do in friendship's name. And I may say I think the same, not even love should rank above true friendship's name. Then free me, pray, be mine the blame. Forget your craze and go your ways in friendship's name. In friendship's name. Everybody. Oh, many a man in friendship's name has yielded fortune, rank, and fame, but no one yet in the world so wide has yielded up a promised bride. Bases. Accept our friendship, all the same. This sacrifice to thy dear name. Thanks, folks. I had a slight error there in the middle. My bass solo that I had recorded didn't play. So I do want to do that one more time. If you can just... There we go. That's why. So I turned that one off at the start, and that got rid of the bass solo. Let's do that one more time, folks, if you don't mind. Because it is just so gorgeous. And with the bass solo in place this time. All right? So... this is the real one. And if you're going to have a Zoom this afternoon, please do email KitKat, all right? And she will let you know how to do that. I do like the fact that Guten Tag was auto-corrected to gluten. Gluten Tag. Gluten-free. Okay, here we go, everybody. This is it. And... though perhaps I may incur your blame, the things are few I would not do in friendship's name. And I may say I think the same, not even love should rank above true friendship's name. Ladies? Then free me, pray, be mine the blame. Forget your craze and go your ways in friendship's name. In friendship's name. Oh, many a man in friendship's name has yielded fortune, rank, and fame, but no one yet in the world so wide has yielded up a promise. Now basses. Accept of friendship, all the same. This sacrifice to thy dear name. Accept this sacrifice to thy dear name. Fantastic. Thank you so much, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed that. It's genuinely one of my favourite bits of Gilbert and Sullivan. And as I say, it's all about friendship. So look, whatever you've got planned for the rest of today, I hope it goes really well. If you're a soprano in self-isolation choir, we have a busy rehearsal ahead. So I'll see you at 5 o'clock. Tomorrow, of course, at 2 o'clock, we will dive deeply into the harmony and some of the really exciting bits, I think, about that piece, and look at added notes in chords. Now, if you have any specific theory questions, they don't even have to be related to what we're talking about. Just send me questions, and if I can help, I will. And if it's your birthday today, or if it's been your birthday this week, happy birthday. Have a lovely, lovely day. Those of you who are going to be Zooming with KK later on, have a lovely chat. So I'll see you later on, folks. Have a great day. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you soon. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.